here with Brandon Hoisington, and this is There's More to It. So today we're going to be talking about the difference between Gamora, Gamera, and Anguirus.
It's Anguirus.
Anguirus, the Kaijus, because he's trying to tell me all this stuff about them, and I can't get their names right or distinguish them from each other. All right, so Brand, what do you have pulled up for us?
Basically, it's like the Kaiju that appear in the legendary movies and the Marvel stuff. It's complicated because it's copyrighted and all that stuff.
Okay.
And if this film would never play.
Do you have and this is one on Anguirus?
This is on Anguirus, yes.
Okay, so can you tell me about him?
Anguirus first appeared in the second Godzilla film, Godzilla Raids Again, better known as Gigantus, the fire monster. In the film, Anguirus is a giant subspecies of Ankylosaur that basically goes on a rampage and it fights the second Godzilla. Ultimately, he is killed by Godzilla and doesn't appear again until something like Godzilla versus, I think it is Gigan.
Okay, but he's in the Godzilla universe.
Yes, Anguirus is one of the most commonly known Godzilla monsters due to the fact that he fought Godzilla to a standstill and almost won.
But Gamera and Gamora aren't. They're just other monsters.
Gamera and Gamora are two different monsters, and they're from two different companies. But the thing that you can easily distinguish about the two, that people can mix up with them sometimes, is the fact that Anguirus, Gamora, and Gamera all have similar features. For example, all three of them have armored shells, and all three of them are capable, and two of them are capable of burrowing. Like Anguirus when he fought Godzilla. I should say Mechagodzilla, actually. Anguirus battled Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, oh my god, I'm an idiot. And basically, he appeared from underground after hibernating and escaping Monster Island and battled Mechagodzilla. Ultimately, he was either killed by Mechagodzilla or critically injured and then escaped.
So they all have a similar name and they all look alike?
They don't look alike, but some of them are confusing with the names. Like Gamera and Gamora have similar names, but they don't have similar features. Like Gamora has a nasal horn, Gamera has a shell, and he can fly because he's a turtle, which makes no sense.
So is Gamera, is he like a mutant turtle?
He's sort of like a mutant turtle. Because Gamera was created specifically by the Atlanteans to... How do I explain this? He was basically created to battle out the shadow of evil. And in this footage right here, please, anybody who is watching this on YouTube, don't copyright Nars down.
Wait, but isn't that Godzilla?
That's Mechagodzilla in his camo suit. Basically, this is the classic Mechagodzilla just appearing and just going on a rampage, and as you will see in a few seconds, Anguirus will pop up and burrow. But the thing is with Gamora is that Gamora burrowed as well and fought when he fought Ultraman. But the thing is about Anguirus, he tends to, as you were about to see, use anything from camouflaging and tactics over brute force, but Anguirus is able to hold his own, as you will see here. He's easily able to topple Mechagodzilla, who is far more powerful than even Godzilla. And the thing is, Mechagodzilla was only destroyed in Mechagodzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the original film, not counting the remakes, with the help of King Caesar. And as you can see, the Showa era Mechagodzilla easily can kick Anguirus, so you can easily tell that Anguirus is not able to do a lot. But there are different incarnations of Anguirus, which have different abilities. So
yeah, I thought that he had the claw hands.
No, that would be Gigan. That's for another review. But
Okay.
but Anguirus, as you can see, tends to jump at his opponents and use his shell like a literal like red carpet of spikes, if you will.
So he's a turtle.
Gamera is a turtle.
Gamera's
Anguirus is an ancient dinosaur.
But he's on land, so he's like a tortoise.
Anguirus is basically sort of like a tortoise. Basically, he's the example of what you get when you put a porcupine and you put it with an ankylosaur and a stegosaur, and that's what you get.
What's an ankylosaur?
Basically, it's an armored club-tailed dinosaur that was featured in Jurassic World. The shell one that was killed by the Indominus. Yeah, that one. But the thing is about Anguirus is that he's not really a good kaiju. He has only defeated several kaiju on his own, and the only major victory he ever had was in the IDW comic where he nearly killed Destroyer.
So when you say that he's not good, you don't mean like, oh, he's a bad guy. You just mean he's not like...
He's not one of the best fighters.
Okay.
No, he is more like Godzilla's loyal tag team partner. Anguirus will literally fight to the death for Godzilla, but sometimes...
Then why is he fighting him here?
That is Mechagodzilla. Remember in the previous scene a second ago when we saw like Anguirus slap Godzilla and parts of shiny stuff came out? That's because that's not Godzilla. That's Mechagodzilla in disguise. And right here is the feat that I said Anguirus really can't do. You see, he's not really good, and since Mechagodzilla was built to counteract Godzilla, there was no way Anguirus was going to win this fight anyway. And yes, he broke...
Was that his tongue?
Yeah, that was his tongue, and that's blood on the ground. Gory, isn't it? So
yeah.
Anguirus runs off like a limp coward, and is like, I'm out of here, I'm done, I have had enough for one day.
Wait, so what's he going to eat now that he has no tongue?
He has his tongue still. Basically, what Mechagodzilla did was, like, basically, remember in the scene of Peter Jackson's King Kong where Kong pulled the T-Rex's mouth all the way open? That's what happened. Yeah.
I'm actually not familiar with that scene.
Basically, the scene where Kong rips open the dinosaur's mouth and literally breaks its jaw by pulling it all the way back and snapping it. That's what Mechagodzilla just did.
Wait, so he's not... But he's still not going to be able to eat if his jaw doesn't work.
Yeah, but the thing is, that Anguirus did die, but the thing is, another one later appeared, like, further down the road. But the thing is that you must remember is that Anguirus is not one of the biggest kaiju, nor is he one of the strongest.
So where does he come from?
Anguirus comes from, like, basically, think of the dinosaur period. Think of the dinosaur period. Like, anywhere between, like, around ancient times to prehistoric. Basically, think of a giant, supersized dinosaur.
But, like, how does another one just come up?
They come up due to awakening and stuff like that.
Oh, so they're, like, alive the whole time?
No. Yeah, but sort of. You see, the dinosaurs go... Like, what happened was, Gamera and like other kaiju, they awoken due to basically be either mutated from an ancient dinosaur or stuff like that. But the thing is that you must know is that Gamera is far different from Anguirus because, well, let's just say...
Well, because one fights Godzilla and one doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
But the thing is you must know about Gamera is that Gamera is far larger than any monster. If I could just open this.
Is he bigger than Godzilla?
No, Gamera is smaller than Godzilla. But the thing that you must understand
But he's bigger than the other ones.
Yeah, he's also on size like average with Godzilla. But the thing is about Gamera is much more big. Like, for example, there are some battles... Oh my god, I hate ads. Let's just ignore that, people. Basically, what happens is many things will happen between the monsters, and in different universes, different things tend to happen. Like Gamera being reborn as a younger monster.
Wait, Gamera is that little boy?
No, Gamera is this little thing right here. That little turtle?
That little turtle.
Yeah. Basically, the Atlanteans created Gamera with a weapon that basically either one, turns him into an infant again, or two, basically turns him into like some sort of super turtle that allows him to constantly grow. But as you can see, yeah, Gamera gets big pretty fast.
Wait, is that the first Gamera?
This is not the first Gamera.
That's his baby.
No, that's either a rejuvenation of Gamera, for remember, Gamera was created by the Atlanteans, because either one, Gamera has a way of reviving himself via his self-destruct attack.
He looks like E.T.
Yeah, but that's because it's baby Gamera. This is during the 19s, when Gamera first appeared ever. The monster
1900s?
No, basically way before technology had advanced that far, like we had movies and stuff. This Gamera is the young version of Gamera after awakening, because Gamera was incomplete at the time. Basically, what happened is, ignore the scene of like Gamera the Brave, the movie, because we're probably going to get copyrights either way. Basically, what happened is Gamera is far more powerful and he is far more larger
so
by the end of the movie, as
they-
right here. Gamera right here is fully grown, and when he fights Zudis, he gets his butt kicked because, one, he does not have a
Wait,
certain
that's Gamera?
object.
Oh no, he's the turtle.
Yeah, Gamera's the turtle. Also, be advised, Gamera does get his butt kicked because he's incomplete. That is because the Atlanteans designed him specifically to fight giant flying bat dragon things that shoot laser beams and basically love to feed on everything.
How are there dragons in Atlantis if it's underwater?
They decided to play God, and we all know when you play God, you're basically being a dummy, and you're basically going to commit a humongous genocide on yourself.
Wait, so...
And yes, Gamera has one ability that many monsters do not possess. He's sort of a role model for the children, inspiring them to do things that many others cannot do. Yes, and as you see here, the red orb is basically Gamera's one of his many objects that he has in his eternal organs. Without the orb, he cannot fire his main weapon, which is his mana fireball.
Isn't that just another turtle shell?
That would be... No, that's Gamera's fire lung organ that he needs in order to do this. As you can see here, remember when I said about flying? Yeah, Gamera can fly using the powers of his energy that he's connected with mana, which is basically around the entire world. Basically think of magic, heck, if you will. Remember, Atlanteans built him, and Gamera also needed it to produce his mana fire grenade, which is basically, I'm gonna blow you up in one shot kind of attack. And Zudis, as you can see, cannot even withstand this attack, and he is instantly vaporized.
So are those people the Atlanteans?
No, the Atlanteans went extinct hundreds to like millions of years ago.
But the, Gamera eggs survived?
No, Gamera, in the original film, because remember, there are different incarnations. In the original, Gamera awoke from Atlantis in his tomb, and in the other films, different stuff happened. But now moving into Gamora. Gamora is the Ultra Kaiju that appeared in back in the original Ultraman and has been around for a long time.
Wait, so is Gamera in the Ultraman universe?
No, each universe is different. Godzilla's universe is connected to the Zone Fighter universe and other monsters. Yes, also there will be a lot of monsters appearing in this little video. Gamora is this monster. He is an underground subterranean dinosaur who is basically nicknamed the Prince of Monsters for two reasons. One, he is literally the most brilliant and tactical fighter of them all, or two, he is literally just overly powered.
So there's not like a kaiju hierarchy? Like he's not actually the prince?
No, that's his nickname because the species is basically capable of doing stuff. But this Gamera is powered by a Rayonics, who is basically the descendants of an alien god who could control hundreds of monsters. And since he's a god, it allows Gamera to be more powerful, but gives him a stat boost to his current stats, like
Wait,
his
so can he
strength,
die?
durability. Yes, Gamera can be killed very physically. But the thing is about Gamera, he has defeated the species, and because this technically counts for the entire monster as a whole, has defeated hundreds of monsters that either gave other Ultraman, who are literally stronger than the previous, a run for their money, like the Super Beast monster and Zekton. And remember, Zekton killed the original Ultraman very easily. And Ultraman's basically, think of Superman now, mega-size him and give him a lot of more power.
So, is he the one with the claw hands?
Yeah. No, this is like Gamera is able to produce a sort of... You see the spikes on his elbows? That's what I meant by claw hands. And Gamera is a brutal beast. Because Gamera is able to access a lot of different forms and evolutions based off of how strong he is and how dark he is. Yes, he just hit Fake Ultraman in the face. And the thing is that you must remember about Gamora is that he is able to go into the Rayonix bust form, which is basically a red skin change. But the thing is about this skin change, it makes him literally out of control, literally a brutal monster, and basically he becomes Doomsday.
Wait, so is it like a skin condition?
No. What it is he basically becomes, his skin changes and he becomes an all-out control beast. But over time, his master was able to control this form and it was able to use it. Like right here, he is shown learning Ultraman 7's body, and then here he is shown taking on an armored monster. But the thing is that you must remember about Gamera is that unlike any other monster, Gamera is a very clever monster. He will use tactics that are sometimes called cheating. Like, he will burrow into the ground. He will literally transform when unnecessary. And sometimes, like right here, he will burrow. And that's it for today.
Yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Sorry about cutting off there at the end, but just coming back to say, comment down below what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see more of. And from me and Brandon, thanks for watching. And make sure to watch our next episode too.